Hey there, this is Eva Balat, the On Purpose Entrepreneur. I'm here to share with you 7 power principles for network marketing success. And if you're watching this video, you have been searching, how can I get success in my business? What is it that the leaders are doing? What is it that they know about success that I don't? Well, I'm here to help you out. I'm here because I've identified 7 top power principles. And what I identify as power principles is things that are intrinsic. Like a principle to me is a standard that's anchored, that's intrinsic, that's something that is part of their DNA, where it's a level of understanding within that individual, a level of belief that within that individual that shows up and is embodied and is part of their core. So I know that these are the top 7 that I have identified, but I know there's plenty more. But I'm sure you're going to find some of these familiar. But what's going to be important is that you realize that these are some of the power principles that you're going to actually need to start embodying in order to start seeing growth in your business. So let's get right to it. Number 1 is, if it is to be, it's up to me. So simple, but so hard to embody as a principle, because right now people in this age and this generation want to play the blame game. It's always someone else's fault. It's always mom and dad issue, and it's always brother and sister who picked on me. It's always trying to buck it off and push the issue on other people instead of saying, you know what? It may not be my fault, but it's my responsibility. Taking full ownership of what it is that's the current situation has brought about, and saying, okay, if I'm not either growing my organization fast enough, what is it that me as a leader can do to grow things? If I am not the rank level that I am, I'm not blaming my sponsor, I'm not blaming my upline. I'm going to go ahead and take responsibility and shift my business. Whether that means I need to get a new product, I might need to start getting a new mentor, or I might have to take a course, or whatever that case might be. Might have to go to another event. Whatever the case might be, it's whatever it takes mentality, because you're taking full responsibility. You're not waiting for someone else. And in business, you definitely don't want to wait and wait on other people in order for you to start seeing success, because that delays your success. So take responsibility. If it is to be, it's up to me. Number 2, gotta master your craft. So many people are dibbling and dabbling in so many different sectors, whether it is traffic and it is, Facebook PPC, it's blogging, it's video, it's it's offline marketing, it's networking. There's a culmination of different skill sets tied into the home-based business industry. But what you want to do is get really good at one. Leaders understand. Think about it. If you think about the leaders in your business, are they good at one specific thing where they have it down packed? Are they master recruiters? Are they master closers? What is it that makes them distinct? Is because they've mastered one skill set and they've magnified that, gotten results with that. And you need to focus on that too. One skill set that you can get ninja at, that you can grow that. Again, that might mean investing in yourself. That might mean going to another conference, getting on another webinar call, getting on another teleconference call. Whatever that means for you, so you can get that done, so you can be known in the marketplace. Hey, this is the go-to person for this specific skill set. Okay, so master your craft. Number 3, you got to pay the cost to be the boss. See, this also kind of ties into number 1, but it's one of those things where everybody wants to be a star, but they don't want to do the work, right? Everybody wants to, take part in a home-based business, but they forget about the work part inside of network marketing, inside of being a home-based business entrepreneur. There is some work involved. Now, compared to the traditional field, that work is a little bit more thoughtful, right? We're a little bit more smarter with our work ethic. But nonetheless, it is work. It's going to take some energy. It's going to take resources. It's going to take time in order for you to start seeing results. So there is a price to pay for success, and that is the time, energy, resources. And with inside of this industry, at least it's leverage, right? At least you know that the work that you are doing, it is the smarter way. But people, nonetheless, once you say, well, there is a level of work, there is a learning curve, there is things that you're going to have to learn, there are things that you're going to have to do, people back away from work, back away from, getting their hands dirty inside of their business. And then guess what they do, right? They start playing the blame game, and they start saying, no, this industry is a scam, and, nobody told them that, they would have to do X, Y, and Z. Well, the truth is there is work involved. If someone told you you could get inside of this industry without any work, they bold-faced lied to you. Okay, there is work involved. Okay, you might have to use your brain a little bit more. You might have to be methodical in your thinking, but there is work involved, okay? So I want you to know the leaders pay the cost to be the boss, okay? Number 4, you have to have the end in mind. Now this goes without saying that to have the end in mind, you must have a vision, right? You must ask yourself before you get inside of this industry, or right when you get inside this industry, you got to say, what does success look like to me? How will I know if I'm successful? What would be the ultimate, depiction of success in my life if I reached my goal, right? Whether that be a year from now, I recommend that you need to say, a year from now, what does success look like for me? You can have your 5-year plan, but what is that big ultimate goal? Is it, buy my family their dream house? Is it retiring my mother? Is it buying that Corvette? Whatever success is for you, and it'll be different for each and every individual person in your organization as well, but you got to identify that for you. And when you have that vision, now you have some substance around your business, because it's not just the superficial or the surface level, I should say. It's not the surface level reasons why people get inside of this industry, which are all great too, but there is some emotion, there is some heart, there is, some, deep wanting and longing and desire associated with you doing your business. If you can focus on that, that's the end result that you want. Each day you're going to take small mile markers towards that goal and keep yourself aligned in it. But if you don't, it's because your vision isn't big enough, right? That vision needs to pull you each and every day. You gotta figure, you gotta associate some massive emotion with it, right? Because that could be like, I have a daughter who's about to get married. I want to pay for the wedding. It's gonna be in a year. I want to pay for the wedding. That emotion. You want to see your daughter's face down the aisle, right? You want to give them the gratification that they had a debt-free wedding. Whatever the case might be for you, you got to pull that emotion, right? How are their faces going to look? How are you going to feel? Encapsulate that and then add that to your vision and allow that to be the pulling mechanism each and every day for you to show up in your business. So this one's a huge one. Have a vision, People I just want to help my family. That's way too broad. That's not a vision. That's not a vision, right? I just want to quit my job. That's not a vision either. It's what's associated with doing those types of things, right? What's associated with it? Again, have that feeling, have that emotion. That's what's going to actually keep you going in the long run, okay? So have the end in mind. Leaders understand this. I mean, you hear, last point and I'm done. You hear all the time how people have their vision boards and it's exactly and they have trips and houses exactly pictured on the picture board. Why? Because they envisioned it each and every day. That's why they're so powerful. They envision it. And essentially their subconscious went to work, right? Their subconscious pretty much went to work and maneuvered, and that's why they say, 5, 10 years later, they have everything that's on that vision board, and they didn't even know it, right? They were just doing the work. They had no clue. Hey, I'm actually on the trip on that vision board. I actually live in the house that's on that vision board. That's a big deal, right? Make your subconscious go to work, have the vision in mind, make sure those emotions are real strong so it can help you as you go through peaks and valleys in your business, okay? That's it for number 4. Number 5. Number 5, write the vision, right? I have a book that I love to read, and it says, write the vision, make it plain. So many statistics, studies, data shows that individuals who write their goals and dreams down are more likely to achieve them. So this is one of those things where it's so simple. It's so simple to do and so simple not to do. How hard is it to write down exactly what you want, right? And if you're not doing it, it's simply because you're not willing to do the work. And the work entails you asking yourself quality questions and answering them. What is it that I want out of this business? What kind of income do I want to make on a monthly basis? What kind of house do I want? How do I want my finances? What investments will I be making? Okay, what debt do I want to pay off? These are good quality questions because you're not twiddling your thumb trying to be inside of a home-based business. There is a purpose, right? We already talked about the vision in mind, but now here are the questions that you can write that's going to have meaning to each goal that you write down. Again, putting your subconscious to work, making it real for you. And if you're just taking those diligent day-to-day actions, like the slight edge actions, then you're going to start seeing those things start manifesting and coming to life simply because you've stayed in the process. So you got to write that vision. Write it down. I know one of my virtual mentors online, he writes his visions every single morning and every single night. Right? Every single morning, every single night. So his vision is his vision and his goals are right in front of him daily. Okay? You can take a similar approach, whether that means, just once a day, it's on your bathroom mirror, or it's in your wallet, or it's a screensaver, whatever the case might be. Keep your vision in front of you. Okay? Number 5. Oh, actually, number 6. You see both of them. Number 6, always play to win. Okay, so many people discount themselves in the game of life, and of course in the game of business, simply because they not only don't get into the game, but those who do get into the game, they play not to lose versus to play to win. Again, another leader told me that if you are going to play inside of this network marketing, home-based business industry, why wouldn't you play to win, right? Why wouldn't you come to make a home run or make a dunk, a slam dunk, right? That's how I operate. I operate in, if I'm gonna come in, right, I'm going to do the very best that I can and get a result that I can get that's best for me, right? Now, a win may not be for you. It may not be being on stage and having a diamond, a ring as a XYZ earner. That might not be success for you. But whatever success is for you, success might be, I was able to walk away from my job, or I was able to retire my spouse, earning $5,000 a month. If that's success for you, that's success for you. A win is a win is a win is a win. But you got to think about, if you're going to play the game, always play to win. Get some skin in the game. Do whatever it takes. Be intentional with what you're doing in your business so you can set yourself up for success. So if you're going to play to win. Don't play to lose. Don't play small. Don't Don't just, show up to events and get on these calls just to be a spectator. Be active in the game, play to win, play full on out, and you're going to get the results that you're looking for. Okay? Number 7, you already see it, take important action. Now this one is really important. No pun intended. But I think a lot of people get very confused when they hear take massive action, right? I say it all the time at the end of my videos, take massive action. And what that means is you need to make the distinction between taking important action and taking urgent action. And people don't make that distinction, and so they do nothing, right? There's so many things inside of this industry. Just putting up an autoresponder series is probably 100 different things that you need to do in order to set that up, right? Of course, you can outsource that. You can do a few steps per day. Probably by the end of the week, boom, it's done. But there's a lot of intricacies if you want to specify it, if you want to personalize it. But what people don't understand, that what's important in our business each and every day is exposure. And exposing your business to someone is more important than utilizing a tool. And what I see people do is that they spend a lot of time tinkering with tools, right? And that's what they think is the urgent issue, right? Because urgent matters are subjective versus important matters are objective, because they're a direct correlation to how you earn income online, right? Those income producing activities. So it's really important that you don't do what's urgent, you do what's important. What's important is that I've got to expose my business to 10 people today. That's what's important. Instead of tinkering on Facebook, messing around, they're not focusing on what's important. So we're telling you each and every day, take massive action. And what that means is, explode your income producing activities daily. Okay, just doing that alone, right? I mean, will explode your business. So I hope that you can understand that taking important action means, taking massive action means take important action. And I've made that distinction for you. So these are the 7 network marketing success secrets that I have for you. I hope you enjoyed them. If you have any questions, please feel free to connect with me. If you are a little fuzzy in your business, you don't know what IPAs you should be doing, chances are you don't have a DMO, right? Or a personalized daily method of operation just for you inside of your home-based business. Well, I love to give you a free clarity session where I help craft out a strategic plan of action for you so you can start succeeding in your business. I love to give you one of those sessions. Just click the link below, takes you straight to that information. If you have any questions, again, connect with me. Thank you so much for watching the video. Till the next one, stay awesome, take massive action, and live life on purpose. Bye.